I'll be the moderator for this panel, as I have been. Yeah, I've been doing this panel for about 7 years. Wow. And I'll be honest, I haven't been very successful. But
this is the year.
Only if you're moving to South Korea. So, but I've had a lot of friends who have had good experiences, and as well, I've met very many people here. So, and we'll start on Friday and then work our way back.
Hi there, I'm Shelley, and you're all sitting there going, why is the lady with the white hair sitting there talking about getting a date? Hi, ever heard of Dr. Ruth? I'm Dr. Shelley, pleased to meet you all. And I've been on these panels before at places like the Impound in Ottawa, and I've been for a very, very long time. And I have some really no-nonsense basic tips on, now, if this is just about getting a con girl date, I'm in trouble because I'm actually straight. But if you want tips on how to get a date in general, I'm here to help you out.
Hi, my name is John Paul. I'm just here to give you guys some good tips. And I'm just here because I just won 10 last year, and I was thinking, hey, there's a little bit more I can give to you guys, so here I am for you guys.
Hi, my name is Cameron Collins. I'm the resident American. I've been doing this panel also for 7 years, and this is my cohort.
Hi, my name is Dagner, and normally Leanna Kay is on this panel, and she could not make it today, so I am her today. As you can see, I've got the ribbon intact, and she put a wig on me and did my hair. So I am Leanna Kay.
So, to get started, my #1 favorite piece of advice, also on how to survive the convention, shower. No one will talk to you. No one will approach you if you smell like BO. Yeah, if you want to do an icebreaker, good luck. If you smell, they're going to walk away, and everyone else will appreciate you. And chances are you'll just be remembered as that smelly person from the convention. So with that, shall we move into some icebreakers?
300-pound penguin.
That's a good way. So we can start with cosplay.
Well, one thing I know that if you are coming to AnimeCon, that everyone, enjoys, other people's cosplays, give them a little bit of compliment, say, hey, I really like your cosplay, and that can start conversations.
Don't assume that because they're wearing something revealing that they're trolling. Sometimes they're wearing something revealing because they really like the cosplay.
That's right. I can't tell you how many times men have come up to me and just stared at my dress. It's just
If my face is up here, you probably can't tell because I have a binding corset on right now, but my cup is bigger than a double E by a couple of letters. Yeah, I will admit this, I'm a G, no, F. Yeah, I have an F cup. And my face is up here. I really appreciate it if you look at my face. Otherwise, again, you're just a creepy guy. And you know what? There's more to someone than their looks, really.
I want to add something to the shower. Showering is good.
Deodorant.
Deodorant is usually a plus as well. Dousing yourself in half a spray can of Axe is very bad.
I'm allergic.
No, I'm allergic. As a
how did you just spray it? I think you just poured it on.
No. the bathwater, okay?
And the same goes for the girls. If you're leaving a puddle, I'll have an asthma attack.
Yeah, you also just want to look, happy, so, comb your hair, wear a nice shirt.
Comb your wig.
Everyone likes sweater looks a little bit nice, so, you're trying to meet somebody, you also want them to see how you should be seen. You want them to see you see that.
I'm a bit frazzled right now. Okay, so rejection. How many of you have dealt with rejection? Yeah. Yeah. You are one of the lucky few, because how many have faced the situation where you find out that person that you really like has a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
It's lesbian.
We are very open. What I love about cons is we are already kind of on the fringes and we accept everyone. But my biggest thing is, don't be afraid of rejection. Build friendships, because you don't know what happens. A weekend, Anime North, for example, only runs from Thursday to Sunday. This is not the how to get a booty call panel. It's how to get a lasting relationship. If you hit it off, maybe you're not dating by Sunday evening, but don't be afraid of getting that person's number and keep talking to them, because who knows, maybe there's a breakup along the line and you might still really be attracted to this person, or maybe
I also find that if you, at least talk to them, you can be friends, or you can meet
that's
people
the word
through,
I was looking for.
or at least you can find other people through them. Like maybe they'll introduce you to somebody else. It's always
Her sister.
Their sister.
Yeah, that's gonna work. Yeah.
Your sister's hotter.
You could end the past.
It's preferably younger.
Anyways, no, it is true. I have been quite successful over time, developing friendships with people of different ages, and once in a while, one of them will say, this Cameron guy is perfect to you, from someone who knows me. Why, thank you. Esri is a very good close friend of mine, and if she saw someone who was roughly my age, who had my interests, she might say, I know this guy Cameron.
You were one of the first people that I told that I was moving to South Korea.
That's right.
One of the sexiest things, straight, gay, trans, tall, short, fat, able, differently abled, I don't care, red wig, pink wig, blue wig, no wig, hair like mine, is self-confidence. Self-confidence. There are people at this convention wearing what outside of this function would be the most outrageous stuff. And, whether it's a milkmaid costume, whether you are walking around as a dragon, whether, you're a Pikachu or a furry or whatever. The fact is, this is safe space. And you can be that person. And you know what? The first thing is that somebody sees, the ears are cute, and the wig is cute, that really short skirt is really, really cute. But it's that self-confidence, man. I don't care what you look like, because you know what? In this community, people don't care what you look like. They care who you are and how you carry yourself. And all of you guys are awesome. Believe it. That's sexy.
Yourself, it's really something that I think a lot of people pick up very quickly. And a lot of people don't want to be with someone who's always in self-doubt, always needs constant reassurance. It becomes a labor. And I've seen relationships fail because of it. That someone always had no self-confidence in themselves, and the person eventually was like, I can't handle this. So show your self-confidence. Know who you are, know yourself, and be yourself. Because otherwise, if your relationship keeps going on, and maybe you discover the real person underneath, your relationship might end, which is bad.
I also find that sometimes when people get rejected, that they get a little bit angry, and you have to understand that, someone might reject you, but, there's tons of other people around the con. Just give up, go on. You might meet someone better,
Don't stop.
So you always have to just, take it for what it's a growing experience.
Addressing the self-confidence issue, I'm going to use myself as an example. I've always felt fairly self-confident. I talk at conventions for the last 20, 25, 30 years. I don't know, I've lost track. But, well, age is an accident. And upward. But, how many of you were here last year? How many of you have noticed that I lost 60 pounds? As confident as I was last year, I'm feeling freaking awesome and confident. I have more energy, I'm eating better, and I gotta tell you, and it's better for your body, you smell better. Now, if you're not eating the junk and you're taking care of your body, all these things will add to your confidence as living a cleaner lifestyle, and that'll show through.
Another thing to go along with your body is watch for someone's body language. Just because I have a tendency to cross my arms across my chest a lot, and it's not because that's my body saying, like, no, I'm not interested. Sometimes it's for support, I won't lie. Other times, I have Raynaud's, my hands get cold very easily, I'm warming my hands, and it's just, that's how it is. So don't take it as a sign that says no. If someone's obviously being like, looking around, not looking at you, then you can tell they're not interested, their focus is somewhere else. But if they're looking at you and engaging you in a conversation, even if their arms are across their chest, you know that they have some interest in, that they are continuing to pay attention to you. If you have eye contact, you are already on the road to creating a relationship, whether it be intimate or whether it just be friends. Don't be afraid of that friend zone.
It's just crossed arms or defensive posture. It's not actually rejecting. It's just they're crossing arms to protect themselves.
Yeah, no, I know people who have assumed that it's a sign of rejection, and there's other reasons why.
I just want to point out, like, on the other side of things, that if someone's coming up to you and you know you're not interested, instead of trying to like lead them on, it's a lot nicer just to go on and say, I'm not really interested, or maybe you say like I have to do something else, or go to the washroom. Like, kind of like let them know that you're kind of not interested, instead of them following you around like a little puppy.
Be honest. Okay? Now, you don't have to be brutally honest. You do not have to be Sheldon Cooper, okay? Be brutally honest in people's faces. But, for instance, if you're in a relationship and you think somebody is hot this weekend, and you're getting the vibe that maybe they're interested in you, be honest and say, I think you're really cute, or I think you're really handsome, or I think you're really whatever. I'm seeing somebody. And if your relationship is one of those where the answer is, let me call my other partner and find out if it's okay, then be honest.
Or, of course, if they're underage, you might want to let them take it out there.
Yeah. How do you bring up that situation? You just ask their age. Yeah.
I can sometimes be blunt, very blunt, just be like, well, how old are you? Like, I asked it like I'm generally curious about it. If I find that they're maybe a bit younger than what I'd rather associate with, age is just a number at times. I've met people who are 17-year-old and incredibly mature. Like, no, she acts incredibly mature, and I was surprised to find out that she was in grade 11. I've also met people who are 25 and are complete children who don't take responsibility for their life. No. Although some of the Saudi boys at my school, but they don't have any moral thoughts. But yeah, just be blunt, ask. Don't be like ashamed, just be like, don't bring it up first thing in the conversation. But maybe as you get to know someone, even drop such a hint as where do you go to school? Because if they say, oh, I go to high school. Yeah, I go to Medway Secondary School. That was my school. Kind of a hint at what age. If they say, oh, I'm in my third year at Huron University, you can kind of gauge how old they are. Midway High School?
No, the answer is, you can have the, you know, where do you go? Well, I'm attending Midway High School as compared to the, oh, I teach in Midway High School. Yeah, that's much simpler.
I teach at London Language Institute.
Yeah, when I was 23, I was flirting with a girl at a Renaissance fair. She was 13. I could not tell.
A couple of years ago, we had a young Tika in the audience, and again, she presented herself as very mature. She was also kind of big-chested, and she looked older, but she was only 16. She had the situation where some guy was hitting on her at a supermarket and would not leave her alone. So, if you find out the person is underage, respect that boundary, back off.
I'd also say you don't have to, like, you know, not be their friend. It's like, you just have to understand that, you know, that's not the dating zone. You know, still be a friend.
Yeah.
You don't have to just immediately reject them because they're underage.
Yes, no, again, don't be afraid of friend zone. Use the bathroom.
For the age issue, I would suggest asking them out for a drink. I mean, there's a bar right in the hotel. That's a good way to
That could work, but I don't drink, so I say no.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
Especially at a con, I don't drink, so maybe.
Okay, and the other thing is, I want to say with the confidence, I completely agree that if someone's neurotic or depressed, that could
You
be.
guys, you kind of need to keep your voices down. We can't hear the audience too well. Thank you.
If someone's neurotic or depressed, that can be an obvious deal breaker. But I really think there's a little too much focus on confidence because I don't, like, at this con or past cons or in life in general, I don't see too many really confident 5s dating women who are 8s or such. Like,
Throw the numbers out the window. I'm sorry, that's fine insulting. What should matter is a person's personality. If someone is beautiful on the inside, it doesn't care what they look like inside. You are, I'm sorry, a shallow person. What matters is what's on the inside. And I'm sorry, someone could look like a 2 and be a 5 million.
As the artist on this panel, I pay people money to pose for me. They are always stunning, and they have a skill set that I need. They can do they know what the difference between a pensive look and a thoughtful look is. They know how to shift their body into a particular light, and they are drop dead gorgeous. None of these skills or talents or any of this physical beauty attracts them to me as a partner. I have never hired a model who I would date simply because there was no personality, chemistry, and every single one of them is more attractive than any person I've had a 10-year relationship with.
Okay, we have the girl with purple sunglasses. Yeah, stand up. We might
Sorry,
hear you.
I'm quiet. So, I just think that's something that drives me nuts is just because your perception of who's attractive and who isn't, if that makes you feel like you're unattractive, it's not your right to decide what other people find attractive. Just because you're not confident enough to feel comfortable and think you are attractive doesn't mean there's someone else that won't find you attractive. Like, I might think someone is super gorgeous, and then a friend of mine might think, oh, they're not that bad, or whatever, right? It depends on how they think, and you have no right to choose what they think.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if I ever hear a guy refer to me as, like, I don't know, even like a 6 or any number, I'm sorry, I'd probably smack him.
You're
Because
12, Esri.
9,001.
Women talk a lot about being attracted to the personality of the person. Guys, let's be serious, okay? Biology shows that guys are more visually first impulse, okay? Now, if we were talking about, if this was a BOF panel, okay. So you've seen somebody and they made all your hormones go beep, 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 beep. Okay. But is that all that you actually want? It's not all I want. speaking here from the experience of being ever so slightly the oldest person in the panel, I got called grandma yesterday.
Oh.
He passed out. That was so offensive. I don't have words for it today. I went prematurely. Great deal. From now on, I'll have to start buying really cool wigs. And I won't let my age. Not that you do anyways.
Hey,
But,
I dated a 49-year-old grandmother. There's nothing wrong with
nothing wrong with grandmas. No. But, I mean, if you're looking for a relationship, you need to start with the underpinnings of a good relationship. Respect the person you're talking to. One of you made a kind of a side comment, don't stalk. That's serious. That's serious. Or maybe that was Leanna.
That's me.
Yeah, don't stalk. Don't get obsessive about somebody that you see at the con. If you think they're nice and they're busy, or they're going to a panel, or they're in the masquerade or something, see if you can pass a phone number or an email or something. Stay in contact. You don't have to ding, 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 score, ding, 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 ding.
Facebook. Everyone has it on their phones. I've added 3 new people like this weekend.
We're Facebook friends.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with Maroon, and then we'll go to Sarah. I'm only going to keep track of 2 people at a time. Because otherwise it gets too crazy. So Maroon first.
Actually, this is kind of a little unrelated. You want me to fix your microphone?
Sure.
Yeah.
I will say, at least this year we have microphones. At least this year we have microphones. Because usually I lose my voice during this panel. What? I'm an English teacher. I know how to project language.
Mood educators.
Woo! Sarah.
Just kind of going on what you guys were saying about. Darn it, my brain isn't working.
Mine's not
Going on
working.
everything you guys were saying.
Yeah.
Don't assume that just because a girl is in like a really short skirt and showing off her tummy, that she is 18. Don't assume that she is promiscuous. Don't assume that she is looking to put out. Sometimes people come and they dress like that, not only because it's part of a cosplay, but also because they feel that they can be comfortable in this environment and they won't be harassed.
Okay, so since I'm the only cosplayer in this panel, I will speak about it. I make cosplays to suit my comfort zone, because my comfort zone is not big boobs, but some people it is. It's just a sign that they have a lot of confidence in their body. And if you notice someone being self-conscious about a particular aspect, like I've had friends freak out, just find something else maybe to take their mind away from it. Like, oh, well, I love your makeup. And it takes the focus away from maybe their body and up. And simple tricks like that really help boost a confidence. So we're gonna go with someone else.
Yeah, and while I flaunt my body, remember I have a television personality, and this is just marketing, guys.
Okay, we'll go black, and then we'll go to Pikachu.
You hear a lot about women make the decision to categorize a person as a friend or not, or like within minutes or something of meeting somebody. You said twice you're worried about the friend zone, but I want to ask if you guys what your thoughts are on getting stuck in the friend zone and getting out of it. And, yeah.
You can't escape the friend zone.
My friend
It's like a quagmire.
was a friend. They are now husband and wife.
There's nothing wrong with having friends, first of all. And some of the best relationships between men and women and men start out as friendships and become strong friendships, and then it's like, oh my God, we're in love, let's get married. Okay.
I'm just going to make mention, I see some people starting to put their hands up for a second time. Due to the timing of this panel, I will only call on you once. I'm sorry.
My sister and brother-in-law were friends for about 7.5 years. She was engaged with someone, and he was engaged with somebody, and they just knew each other through work. and they both had explosive breakups, and so then they didn't want to date anybody. And so they'd known each other for 9 years, and from when they both went, why don't we call this our first date, to the altar was 6 weeks. Okay? Or the friend, because they've known each other for 9 years, okay? Good relationships are based on respect. And you know, I can't say it enough. Don't assume that because you're currently in, and you say stuck in the friend zone, boy, if I had a count, I have over 1,100 friends on Facebook alone all that, you know. Be open, be friendly, and don't be afraid to now and again say, you know, would you like to just go out for dinner? And if they say no, that's okay too. And if it's just dinner, you know, and it doesn't go any further, keep your options open. Don't just get stuck in a friend zone with the one person and say, that's it, I'm not looking anywhere else either.
From personal experience, I've never had any of my female friends do friend zone, non-friend zone. So.
Yeah, what you just have to do is keep your mind open. Like, you go meet other people, if that other person starts finding an interest in you, then you build up on that relationship. You don't like just stick with this one person and hope that they're going to change their mind.
Okay, we're going to go Kyrie and the guy in the red shirt.
Yeah.
Pikachu. Oh, sorry, Pikachu and Kyrie.
Okay. Should I stand up or?
Yes.
Whatever you want.
It helps you project your voice better.
Okay, well, I just kind of wanted to make a point that about the confidence thing. I know a lot of friends who can't take compliments, and they're always fishing for compliments. Like, they always make themselves seem worse, like, oh, I'm so fat, or I'm so ugly, I'm so hideous and stuff. And it starts bugging me after a while. Like, you know, can you please just take the compliment, you know? It's not like you're being bad just for saying, thank you for saying that I'm beautiful, right? It's just, that's what I just want to say.
It took me 12 years of psychotherapy to be able to accept a compliment graciously. When somebody feels like they're fishing for for compliments externally, it's usually because they're very insecure inside. There's a very big hole, and they're trying to fill it from the outside in instead of the inside out. And I can't tell you how hard it was for me to simply look at people and say, thank you. Rather than, oh yeah, but you know, my hair is really bad today, or you know, God, there's a stain on my shirt, or whatever. It is not easy, and what it is, the best you can do is be nurturing to the friend that's constantly fishing and recognize there's something else going on there.
Because in a relationship, you can't always be at your best.
Yeah, and you're not always going to be at your best. You're going to get, you know, if you're in a relationship, you're going to get that bad, I haven't brushed my teeth in the morning yet thing. You're going to have the airy-fairy anal sphincter moment. You know, there are all these things that no one is ever their best.
My father gave me an excellent piece of advice. If you can sleep in the same bed with this person, you could probably marry them, because you don't see someone at their worst until you sleep next to them and they're snoring and they're making strange sounds and they're hogging on the sheets. He's had to get used to that.
So true.
It's always about the pet peeves. Like, if you can stand the person's pet peeves, like the worst of them, then you know you have a good chance with them. Because I find that it's always the small things which end a relationship. Because, like, you know, if it's throwing towels, wet towels in the bed, or like, you know, leaving dishes everywhere, you know, you have to deal with it.
Okay. Okay, we have Kyrie, gray shirt, guy over there.
Guy over there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I already said Kyrie.
I also wanted to go over the physical stuff. I want to say there is a big difference between being physically attracted to someone and just rating, oh, she's hot, she's beautiful, she's a 2, she's a 4, she's a 10. You can be just physically attracted to someone, because in a relationship that can be very important. Like, I found this girl, great personality, everything, I dated her, wasn't physically attracted to her, couldn't get it going. It ended because I'm like, you are a wonderful person, but I can't kiss you.
Yeah. I find that what happens sometimes is that you start like dating somebody, maybe you don't find them as much physically attractive as somebody else, but what happens is they start growing on you. They start becoming more attractive. You start loving the small things, you know. The imperfections is actually what you usually fall in love with.
Like George Costanza. I think that's because you get to know them better.
Okay, great shirt.
I don't know about you guys or everybody here, but one thing I hear, not necessarily this year at Con, but just in general, is that the thought process is nice guys finish last. And I want to say that on behalf of nice guys, I'm a nice guy, I have a girlfriend, we've been together for a long time, and I treat her with respect. Therefore, she knows that I am good at the end. Really, girls don't, yeah, they like the bad boys, but, just be honest with someone. If you have honest and you can trust the person and you can be open with them, nice guys don't finish last at all. And I hate hearing that and saying that nice guys are in the friend zone. We're not. It's,
I usually run a panel called Proud to Be a Geek, and it's not running this year, but that's the one thing that I love about that panel is because everyone comes in and they're all proud of their geekdom, right? And a lot of them are nice. And again, nice guys, I think, end up in the long run ending better, and they're more happier and more fulfilled with their relationships. So yeah.
Because you don't want to have a relationship that's built on lies or not being honest with each other. Because if you can't have that conversation by talking about what's wrong, it's going to fall apart. So, maybe nice guys don't start
That's the
that
stereotypical
good.
nice guy, where you don't talk about your problems and you don't stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
You let people through. That's the next finish last.
Okay.
Well, speaking as a nice guy, I have another single coworker who does the exact same job as me, is roughly the same age as me, a couple years difference. He's a biker guy, bad boy, and he goes through a lot of relationships. Well, I'll say he has a lot of acquaintances. He has a lot of friends with benefits. Yeah, he has a lot of friends with benefits, but he hasn't had a relationship in the 10 years that I've known him. And he's not a nice guy. He's just rough around the edges, curmudgeon, but he attracts women for that bad boy thing, and they use him and spit him out. And hopefully that's not what you're looking for.
Or he uses them.
Okay, so we're going to go with the guy in the back. Yes, the pink shirt, and then we'll go back to the front.
I don't know. I'll be speaking for the guys in here. I don't know about you guys. There's sometimes, but girls, it's nice. We don't always want to initiate everything.
I find that most of the times I'm the one who has to start the conversation. So you have to start the basically get their attention and stuff. But because girls basically would not want to do anything until you.
I love it when a
something.
guy comes up or a girl starts coming up and talking to me rather than me initiating the conversation. It shows me that they have some confidence.
Confidence is sexy.
I don't know how many of you are aware, but culturally, here in North America, there's been this old expectation that, guys have to make the moves and women are supposed to yay or nay them, right? That's an incredible amount of power in the woman's hands and really horrible for the guys. How many times can you be drop kicked before you go, yeah, give up? Japan, it's the other way around.
Really?
Jim, right, was just talking about this on a panel a little earlier today, because she spent a couple of years living in Japan. And in their culture, it is the women who are supposed to do the asking and the more, I don't want to say aggressive, but the more forthcoming. And she says, it was terrible because if you were, a North American guy and a Japanese gal, you were great because nobody was afraid of coming and saying the first thing. But for her, as a gal from over here, and the guys there who culturally wait for the woman to say something, she said, it was dating hell. So, don't come on and say, oh my God, you have that great wig. Can I go out with you? That's quite such a great opening line, although it might work with a few people. But don't be afraid to show that somebody's attractive. Guys, gals, just use your words.
I'm moving to South Korea, where when a girl and boy exchange numbers, there's not the whole, oh, you have to wait 3 days to send them a message. You start messaging that person as soon as they're out of eyesight. I'm sorry. And I don't understand why you wait 3 days. Just be free, open, just start texting. If they don't want to text you back, they won't answer your text. Okay, so we're going to go to the back, and then we'll be up front here, and then we'll go with the guy without a shirt, because he's had a shirt. I'm going to South Korea because I studied 4 years Hong Kong.
Let's go.
Okay, yes, you in the back.
Hey, I was gonna say my advice to everybody here. Like the reason you're here, either you're looking for something, but my advice is do yourself. And then for another one, a lot of guys and girls here have this fantasy world or the rose-colored glasses, like I like to say. You have them on. You look at these people. You want them in some sort of perfect shape. But you really got to take the glasses off. You got to be yourself. And you got to let things flow. You know what I mean? You got to give things time. You got to be yourself. You got to gauge everything to figure it out. Nothing's gonna happen overnight.
As much, yeah, what he's saying is quite true. Like, you know, when you go to cons, you have to be yourself. I mean, you mentioned you're gonna have fun, be energetic, and stuff. But like, if you want to meet somebody, you should always be yourself, because otherwise, who are they gonna fall in love with? Who are they gonna like? Is the other person, not who you are.
Don't fall for a persona. Don't fall for, you know, who your cosplay character is.
I know people who come to a con and they act their character and they're a completely different person. So try and get to know the person underneath the cosplay, because I choose cutesy characters because that's my personality, but I know people who are so shy that they come to a con and they get in their outfit and they are the most outgoing, badass person ever. So, Ryan, and then yellow, white scarf.
So what I just wanted to say is also as a guy who has successfully dated a girl from a con, you have to have something about yourself. You're saying be yourself, but that doesn't mean be yourself and feel confident in just being there. It means accept your interests, be interested in something, and have something special that you can share with someone that will also perk their interests. So be confident about what you like, and that will attract you.
I was talking about this a particular panel with someone last night, and I wish I could remember his name. He was saying, okay, so I met this girl, and we're together, and you know, we're talking back and forth, and we have all these common interests, and after convention season was over, we got nothing. And he said, what do we do after that? And I honestly didn't have an answer for him.
War games.
Better hope she's a leaf fit. It's also about talking about other things like that's just out of the anime. You know, they tell about your hobbies outside of Vengeance, because you know everyone's has something, and it's either that they want to like to listen to you because they want to learn more, or you want to share more of yourself. You just have to keep on sharing, and eventually, you know, you guys have a conversation that'll go on for hours.
Okay, so white scarf.
Okay. So yeah, I know despite my cosplay, I'm actually... Hey, thank you. I'm actually a really shy guy, but I'm just wondering, this is a question for like all the girls here. Is it creepy if I walk up to you and just start talking to you? Because I'm actually so worried that I'm being creepy. No.
Six pack, it's not.
You'll find out pretty fast, because they will do the eye dart and they will say, oh, sorry, I gotta go, I have somewhere else to be. But no, just come up and talk to us. We're not that scary, we're not that monstrous. We don't fight. Yeah, we don't fight unless you ask usually. Yeah, but hopefully you don't find that out on the weekend. Okay. We're gonna go with the lady with blonde hair.
Oh, I'm just gonna
and yeah, then red wig.
So just to answer to your question, sorry, I'm right there, but I'll talk loudly. It's all in the body language when you come and talk to a girl. So, okay, like when a guy comes up to me and is in my face, like or like staring me directly in the eyes the whole time.
No, I want to be
not
the boy.
good. I will come to okay, so when you're a big, like, or even like a bigger guy, like if you're right up in a girl's face and like hand against the wall like this, not gonna happen. I'm gonna walk away because like too close. Or like staring at me the whole time, not blinking,
No, not serial killer.
Yes, exactly.
Yandere.
Yes, that's the word for this. Yeah, see my face up here. I don't have quite the racket house, but yeah. I love it.
What is
Yeah,
not,
it's just-
yeah, what's not?
And make sure you have something to say too. Like don't just go, hey.
The sky is a really nice color today.
Were you breathing?
He's not sexy.
Try that out one day.
I'm sorry, I have a huge personal bubble because I have been stalked, and I did have some guys try to nasty stuff against me. So that's another thing. Be respectful of those boundaries as well. Like if I'll be completely honest, if someone wants to date me, you have to take things really slow, and that's the biggest problem I face. Is people come on too strong too fast. You need to. It's happened, and some people have to understand that some people it takes maybe a bit more time. Don't be afraid. Keep trying. Keep talking. If you shut down those lines of communication, you have ended everything, right? Don't be afraid to just keep talking to someone, and also maybe even tell them. Tell them I am kind of attracted to you, and they will let you know their opinion on it. And I've told people I'm really not interested. So.
Or at least tell them like, what your boundaries are. Like, say like, I'm interested in you, but like, want to take things slow. And let them know that, I need a little bit of space.
Okay, we are in our last 5 minutes. So I'm going to do the red wig, and then the guy in the black hat, and then we're going to do our closing comments. Sorry, I really tried hard to get this to be 2 hours.
We did. And we tried to get it in a bigger room, so
yeah.
Talk to the people, let your things safe. Talk to programming safe. Bigger room. We turned away 72 people.
Yeah. So please,
That is 90%.
Yeah, so we have red wig, black hat.
At a convention, I'm really outgoing and confident, but basically when the convention is over, I become the most introverted person possible. But as you were saying, you know how you're supposed to not change who you are at the convention? If you actually talk to me, the outgoing person is who I am outside of the convention.
But that is part of you.
I just don't feel safe talking to a random person that I don't know normally.
I find that's a lot because of the energy of the con. Like when you go to the con, you feel calm because everyone else is calm. So that makes you be able to do stuff you normally might not do. So I mean, that's what's good about the con. Because you, as I said, you have a way of breaking the ice. You have the feeling of everything's going great at the con, and so it lets you be able to do those things.
That's right. We're all different individuals like this.
And again, you have Facebook. You don't have to talk to someone face to face, but you get that name, you get that number. Like I have a couple cards in the back of my pass. You keep talking to that person, and you become more comfortable with that person. And then you can't be that outgoing person that you are at a con with them. My sister's very similar. With her friends, she's very outgoing. Take her away from her friends, she's the shy, most timid person ever. But you never know it if you see her with her friends. Yeah.
That's
so
right.
become friends, and then,
Right. In my particular case, I'm very comfortable around large crowds. I'm a performance artist. I play in a classical orchestra, and I'm perfectly confident and very comfortable in front of this huge crowd. And I'm comfortable with a small intimate group, like 3 or 4 people, or 1 person. But get me in a standard party, and I'm really uncomfortable. And, just a standard, like about a dozen.
That's why I don't go to bars. I feel really uncomfortable in bars.
Yeah, the only time I go to bars is if I'm playing and I don't have to sit in on the conversation. So I understand what you're talking about.
I haven't gone out to bars.
I teach university, okay, and I teach the largest lecture hall at the University of Ottawa. I put out 1,000 students a year just out of the Magic Witchcraft and Occult Phenomena. Okay. And I stand there, and I am the professor, and this is my playground, and I can look at students and say, okay, you two, you haven't shut up, out, and I'll stand there and I'll be tough. And my friends know that I'll be the life of the party. Well, that's what I call smoke and mirrors. And I think a lot of you will recognize when I say to me, smoke and mirrors is, see this hand up here? This is a really exciting hand, so you're going to get to see how desperately insecure this is. And relationships don't start until you're willing to at least a little bit say, you don't have to always watch this. You know, at a con, it's safe space. And you can be, woo! It's much harder than to step away from the con and say, okay, I'm going to open up the door just a little bit because you're afraid you're going to get wrong kicked.
That's right. Starting a relationship is about putting yourself out there. And you are putting yourself at risk. But if it works, it's worth that risk.
If not, then it's at least a learning experience. You get to pick yourself up, you get to say, I'm tougher for it, and you get to move on.
Okay, very quickly, last point. Sorry, again, fill out. Yeah, please stand up. Deep breath, no pressure, you're the last question.
Better be good. Okay. You're at the con right now. You're attracted to this one person. And all this is over, but all I'm saying is that the very person that you're attracted to is a different place. Because you have different areas.
One thing I have to deal with is that, like, if someone lives far away, especially like, the States, and you live in Canada, you have to understand that if the mind cannot work out, you might just have to understand that this is maybe just the only time you guys get together. But like, if you really love, you might be able to keep it on, but it's better just to know that maybe this is just a convent. You just have fun through the weekends and, we keep in touch and email each other and see how it goes from there. Because what I find is when you're dating someone from, especially like from the States, is that eventually someone's going to have to move in with each other. Like, either you move to America or they move to Canada. And generally, it's no one wants to make that decision. So.
Okay, so.
May I make a comment? Very short
quick,
comment.
I have a really quick announcement. We kind of have about 10 more minutes because there's someone out in the hall and we need paramedics to attend to them. So I'll let them know.
That's bad.
Calm down.
Teach me to now.
Okay, I wanted to say, if you recognize that geography can be an issue, but you're willing to take the chance anyways. All right, here's a girl from Ottawa who dated a boy in Albuquerque, New Mexico for 2.5 years, okay? I dated a guy in Massachusetts for almost 3 years. Eventually, if it starts getting serious, somebody needs to say, okay, who's got the more portable job, and immigration and all that stuff, and you'll know as time goes on if that's going to work. But don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it because, keep your mind open, believe that maybe it can work. It's not just fairy dust.
Also know your comfort level, because me personally, I'm not very comfortable with long distance. Yeah, I've been teaching English all week, I can do this. No, when I teach, I focus. Anyways, and personally, I am not comfortable with a long distance relationship. I've met people who I am kind of been interested in, but I have to be realistic. I'm moving to South Korea for at least 2 years. So, I'm sorry, I can't do that relationship. It's not fair to the person, it's not fair to me. So that's my boundary. But if you think you can do such a relationship, then try. But it needs to go on both sides.
You also know there's plenty of other people out there. So as much as you might like this person, maybe there's someone else that's out there for you. So go for it. But if you think it's too much, there's always a way out.
I want to speak cautionarily about the long distance relationship, especially if you haven't really met in person. Okay. This is a different animal entirely because I've done a little bit I've done a hell of a lot long. They're speaking from a spiritual path that I have, and I think you and I may share it. Yeah, I expect to. There is a concept called a glamour, and that is, in this particular case, you see someone, you see their picture, you get to meet them, you send emails back and forth, you Skype back and forth, you talk, and you have all these wonderful feelings, and you have this real strong emotional bond, and the violins are there, and then you meet, and it dissolves.
Okay, so that's time. Quick 10-second advice for everyone as wrap up. Be yourself. Just go for it.
Confidence is sexy. If you think they're attractive, be nice, come up, say something. Don't wait for them to chase it. Don't chase them.
Thank you very much. Exit event.